Okay, this last week was midterm week. I had a bunch of midterms. I had 3 different Japanese language midterms. I think all told I actually did better on the grammar and vocab than the listening, which I thought was going to be the other way around. But I still think I passed both of those. And then the kanji midterm, just a breeze. I mean, okay, I know I got some things wrong. Like, I put the wrong reading for the 6th day of the month. It's Muika, for the record. I know that now. But I put the wrong reading on that, and I probably wrote the kanji for doctor wrong. Because I never get that one right. Or 2, rather. There's 2 of them. I probably got both of them wrong, actually. But they were definitely, close. They were in the vicinity of the right kanji. They weren't just complete random guesses. Then I also had an art history midterm, which I feel I did very well on. Well, there was one question that I was a little uncertain of. It's okay because it's got matching, and then it's got not quite a short essay. It's got this thing where it's like explain the purpose of the haniwa on these old not temples. They're tombs. They're just kind of big tombs. Explain the purpose of the haniwa and just list the reasons, and I listed the reasons. That part I did well on. Matching I did pretty well on. I'm a little uncertain on some of the terms having to do with earthenware, because I just wasn't sure what those terms were. Then we had a long essay, compare these 2 statue triads that are of essentially the same thing, but from different eras and therefore different styles, and just kind of discussed that. It's like, oh, we'd gone over that over and over, how these were like our ultimate models of how the Asuka style and the Nara style are different. It's like, I just that was so easy. It was, a long essay, but it was so easy. Then after that, was the short essay that I feel a little uncertain on, because it's like on the daisa that this one Buddha sits on, there's like a bunch of different symbols and patterns from different cultures, and it's like talk about those and what they represent. And it's like, I know I got at least one thing on there, but I might have talked about some things that weren't on there, and I may talked about something that I knew was on there, but I might have called it by the wrong name. So that one short essay, not quite so sure of. And then we have the short essay about Ashura, and I think I got that one right. There's like one thing that I said that I'm not entirely certain of, which is that Ashura holds up the sky, and he might hold up the earth, kind of Atlas style. There's a definite parallel there, but I was pretty sure it wasn't. He also holds up the earth, just kind of that same thing, rather than being too exact. But that might, even if I did get that wrong, it's just a little bit off of the overall essay, which was quite good, because I'm awesome. And then, what other midterms do we have? Political economy was an essay midterm. Just kind of write an essay at home and then turn it in. And I think I did pretty well on that one. And then, yeah, Friday rolled around and I finished my midterms, and it was midterms are over and beginning of the weekend and let's go party. And that's what everyone else thought, because there were at least half a dozen different events I could have gone to. I wasn't really invited to a lot of events, but most of them were the kind of things where if you talk to somebody and then kind of come along, it's fine. What I ended up doing was going to a metal bar in Osaka, which was kind of just a Friday the 13th party, not so much a midterms party, because the guy who set it up, I think, is already graduated, or maybe he, I don't know, didn't go to college, but I don't think he's in college now. So, he invited a lot of people to that, but not many of them came. It was, so there were just 6 of us. Actually, it started out 4. It was me, Yamashita, the guy who arranged the thing, his friend Hajime, and Hajime's Canadian girlfriend. So, apparently, there are real Canadian girlfriends, and they're not all made up. And then, like, later in the night, 2 of his other friends showed up. So, and it was pretty fun. At the same time, it's like, I was expecting a little more. I was kind of thinking it would be a little bigger and a little more lively. Because it's like, it was mostly just, it's the 6 of us, and then there were maybe 4 or 5 people sitting at the bar, and just kind of listening to the music. I kind of expected more headbanging or maybe moshing, something, I don't know. But, still had a good time. They actually played the CD that I brought. I made a mixed CD specifically for this because I was told, you know, bring your own music because they'll play it. Now, they played 3 tracks, and if I'd known they were only going to play 3 tracks, I would have been a little more selective with what I put on there. Not that the tracks they played weren't good, it's just, you know, I would have tried to get Sons of Odin and what else? Something by Metallica, none of those Metallica. And probably Time Stands Still at the Iron Hill. We'll put that one on there. If I'd known we were kind of going with the 3-track thing, that's probably what my choices would have been. So, but yeah, it was still a good time, and it was such a good time that we stayed a little later than we intended to, and didn't miss the train, thankfully, because missing the train from Osaka basically means that I'm staying in Osaka until morning. Because, like, I can't. I'm not walking that. And I'm not taking a taxi. That would be preposterously expensive. I don't know if there is a taxi that would go that far. So, but I did miss the last bus in Ashiya, which meant I had to walk from Hunky Station on home. And that's a 45-minute walk in the daytime when I can see where I'm going and I'm awake and I haven't been drinking alcohol. So when we're talking midnight and it's dark and it's a little rainy, I was getting drizzled on the whole way and did not bring my umbrella. But it wasn't like pouring, it was kind of misting. And had 3 drinks, wasn't feeling terribly drunk, but probably didn't help. It's like, yeah, I don't know how long it took. I know I made a wrong turn, I still got here, but like, I approached our apartment complex from the opposite direction than I intended to. But I got home, and then I was like, did my best to come in quietly so I wouldn't wake anyone up, and then just kind of crashed. Slept in the next morning. And that was my weekend, and I'm done.